Today we're having a look at this motorized slider from a company called Trexo. This is the Converta 400, and this is actually a really good slider. And that's something I haven't said in a long time. I can't wait to show you what this thing can do because I actually shot a commercial for a company called Van Powers with this slider. So it features an all metal build, and unlike any other slider, it actually has a built-in turntable. Here's the turntable. It's just a plastic wheel basically, and what happens is you put it on this end of the slider, just screws right on, and that little screw insert or that turntable is connected directly to the drive motor of the slider. So as the camera moves, so does the turntable. So before we turn it on, let me tell you more about the features of the slider. We actually have 4 1/4 20-inch mounts for other accessories such as a monitor or, I don't know, a microphone or something like that. You have 4 of those inputs right here on the side. We also have a bubble level, which is always useful to have, and we have 4 adjustable legs to level out the slider. When we flip the slider around, we have a 1/4 20-inch mount, 2 of them actually, and we have a 3/8 inch mount. So for heavier cameras, that's definitely a must if you're gonna mount this on a tripod to get some height. This slider is also capable of inclines, actually up to about 45 degrees. There's a special incline mode in the setting within the slider. So we're gonna check that out as well. And it also has Bluetooth. So there is a Trexo app where you can program the slider to make specific moves. This slider is also able to do time lapses. It has a shutter release insert right here on the front or on the side of the slider, but I'm a video guy, so we're gonna mainly use this for video. It also features a turn or pan, an auto pan feature. So as the slider moves left to right or right to left, it will automatically pan. Now, this is not an extra motor. There's a rail inside, a guiding rail, which actually turns or pans your camera as it slides left to right. All right, so before we turn the slider on, I'm gonna start off by mounting my Sony a7S III with a 16mm lens. With sliders, wide-angle lenses look fantastic. So we're just gonna start off with a wide angle. We're gonna use this thumb screw, release this little mounting plate, and I'm just gonna attach it to the bottom of my camera. When you traditionally mount your camera on the slider, it's gonna be pointing this direction and not the other direction dead on. So there's 2 ways to fix this. Either you can adjust the plate, or you can put a ball head and mount it directly onto that quick release plate and pan or angle your camera that way. Now, this unit does not have a pan or tilt motor, but Trexo does offer that. So I'm gonna turn on this Converta here. I'm gonna hold down the power button. Now it says ready, but we're gonna program the slider first. So I'm gonna press the center button here. We're gonna go to this arrow here. We're gonna go to learning. We're gonna select the center button. We're gonna release the motor, and we can actually hand move the slider and program the 2 endpoints. So this is set point 1. All right, we're gonna go over here. Set point 2. After we've done that, we're gonna set the speed. I'm gonna go down to, let's say, 73%. It saved it, and now it's gonna start moving to point 1. It's gonna go to set point 1. It's called homing actually. And you can actually hear how quiet this slider is. That's actually a huge problem that a lot of sliders back then and even now have, is that the motors are too loud, the gears are too screechy. So once it says ready, we're just gonna go to the arrow button here, and boom, it's gonna start working. But within the app itself, you will get much more settings. So we're gonna open up the app and I'm gonna show you exactly how that works. So here we are within the app. I'm gonna first make sure that it's connected directly to the slider. We're gonna select the Trexo Converta 400. We're gonna click connect. It's gonna connect to it. Boom, control center. And now we can actually do what we just did on the display on the app. And then you can actually send specific commands to the slider from the app. And once you've done that, it's gonna go back again to that home base or set one. And now we can start having some fun with the slider once it's been programmed. Now again, I don't have the pan and tilt head, so we're only stuck with the actual slider movement. So now it's just gonna be going back and forth since I set it to loop mode right here at the bottom of the screen. There's also voice commands. Stop slider. Wow, that was cool. Go to set point 2. Wow, okay, I haven't seen that before on a slider. So that's actually the first time I'm messing with that option, so that's pretty cool. But the settings on this app are extremely simple. You can go to time-lapse mode, you can go to focus stacking. So again, when you have that shutter release cable, you can actually control more features. But again, I'm just doing this for video. There's also a stop motion mode, which is very similar to like time lapse. And if you go to the camera feature within the app, you will be able to track your face and relay the movements to the slider. I found this to be a pretty interesting feature. Do you hear how quiet the slider is? Like during an interview or something like that, you can have this about 5 or 6 feet away from the microphone. You won't hear it. So I hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you're interested in the Trexo Converta 400, I think it's a really nice slider. Check out the link down below. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.